at least at the federal level, and I thank Senator Padilla and Senator Alquist for having this particular discussion today, but the words food police always somehow center into commercials or sound bites. The industry seems to be putting out in many cases that we're going to somehow dictate, government themselves dictate choices. But you know, we do that all the time on certain things that are may not be healthy for you. Tobacco is one, and alcohol is the other. It's a highly regulated product in the state of California and throughout the nation in some places. Why wouldn't your particular product fall into that category? Why wouldn't that fall as a discretionary item? Why wouldn't that fall into that category?
I think soft drinks may fall into, or do fall into, discretionary calories. So okay. If you choose to spend your discretionary calories by having a soft drink, that is your choice. And if the soft drink is labeled now, and hopefully you can make that choice for yourself on how you choose to consume your discretionary calories.
One last question, sorry, Senator Padilla, but just where did the industry stand when the governor and the legislature moved to take soft drinks out of the schools in that debate? Where were you on that?
For the state of California?
Yeah, when we decided to pull these from the schools, your industry. You're in California today, so I just kind of wondered.
Well, we had our school beverage guidelines that were developed in 2006 and were being implemented. I'm sorry, but I've been with ABA for not quite 2 years, so I'm not sure what the position was on specifically the state of California.
Would you say you were against it, most likely?
Senator, I'm sorry, I don't know what the position was at the time.
Okay. How about our other witness?
I've been with the Coca-Cola Company for 3 years, and I have no knowledge.
Okay. Okay. I won't belabor the point. Thank you, Senator Padilla.
Okay. Thank you. I want to thank Senator Flores because I think he clarified or drove a point that I was struggling to sort of guide us to. On the one hand, it's, you know, we keep hearing from you, calories are calories, calories are calories, calories are calories. And it's not just from the previous panels that we heard, not all calories are created equal. And, you know, there's difference between discretionary calories. That would suggest that there's such a thing as non-discretionary calories. Right. Like you two are very intelligent individuals. You have PhDs in something related to what we're talking about. So, you know, as members of the California State Senate trying to grapple with these real policy ideas, because I asked at the outset if you agreed with me or not that obesity is a problem, the consequences of it is a problem. Do sodas, at least in small part, play a role in this greater conversation, yes or no? To continuously go back to, well, we believe calories are calories, and not say much more than that, frankly, is disappointing. Because we're trying to get at policy options and alternatives. Calories are calories. I had my staff run to the computer, go online, look at the USDA website, because I remember when I was growing up this food pyramid. Y'all remember that? And on average, how much the experts suggest our diet come from, whether it's grains, complex carbohydrates, proteins, fruits, milk, et cetera, et cetera. And so we printed out the new and revised pyramids. I'm looking to see where sodas are on here. I don't see them. And that's not to suggest, as you're saying, that sodas in moderation can be part of an otherwise or overall healthy, balanced diet and diet combined with physical activity. But to suggest that calories are calories is more than just disappointing, because what that suggests to me is, well, let's just swap out the milk stuff from here and substitute for an equal amount of calories from soda, because it's just all about the calorie balance or the energy balance, as you suggest. I don't think many doctors would agree with that. If we swap out the calories from proteins and fruits and vegetables and substitute in the sugar-sweetened beverage product, because calories are calories, right, and it's just an energy balance. I don't think we'd find too many dietary experts agreeing with that. So do you see where I'm going? when you just simply say calories are calories and it's simply an energy balance, how disappointed we are in trying to have this conversation. And I'm going to ask you, as I've asked with every panel, what you believe policy options are or legislative recommendations are to address this crisis and epidemic that we all agree is very real. I did want to get one point of clarification, and feel free to answer this and move into the legislative recommendations response, if you will, but on the labeling. I know this applies to Coca-Cola only right now. Again, you want to put on the front of the can total calories in the container. Is it total calories per serving? Is it both calories per serving and then total for the container, or total per serving and how many servings are in the container, and leaving us to be good at multiplication?
My understanding, Senator, would be that it is the calories per serving and total number of servings in the container.
Okay.
That's my
So
understanding.
we've got to brush up on our multiplication skills.
Pardon?
So we have to brush up on our multiplication skills. Because again, it's, when I look at some of the bottles and cans on that table over there, I don't speculate, I know that most of them, as they're marketed, because we see them on commercials, most of them as they're bought in the store, because we've all been in grocery stores and convenience stores and everywhere else, are not only purchased but consumed as individual servings. So to label on the front per serving, I think can either be misleading or isn't our best effort at informing the consumer and arming them with the information they need to make the best decisions possible. So I don't know how far you are down the production line of establishing that labeling on the front of the can, but I'd suggest that be significantly reconsidered or seriously reconsidered, if I may. Senator Alquist.
Thank you. I'm going to have to leave in about 5 minutes, and just to make a couple comments, I do understand that there is another panel with the industry representatives, but just to be brief, to be told that all calories are equal, that sweetened soda pop is not a factor contributing to obesity and diabetes. I mean, the public's not stupid. And we know you can do better. Granted, there are some studies on both sides, many more on the side of what is really occurring. And, when I hear that there's no marketing done to children, well, there is. It's at Toys R Us and all over the place for ages 8 and up. You need to do better, and you can. I mean, you've got some products that are not sugar-sweetened soda pop. They're hard to find. They're not the ones being advertised. And you must take partial responsibility for the effect of soda on the population. It's much worse than it was 5, 10, 15 years ago. I don't know what we're going to do when these children who are drinking, when these 2 to 5-year-olds who are already drinking a can, 41% of them are drinking a can a day. What happens by the time they're adults? What happens when we have an even larger population of seniors who are blind and in wheelchairs?